Dead America, Cincinnati. Dead America, the Second Week, Book 4. Written by Derek Slaton. Narrated by P.J. Morgan. Chapter 1. Day 0 plus 10. "Fire! Fire!" somebody yelled as thick black smoke poured out of a storeroom at Cincinnati Stadium. Screams erupted in the crowd, and several men in military uniforms rushed forward with fire extinguishers. "Move!" one of them demanded, trying to avoid barreling over a young couple in his way. Two of his comrades reached the doorway first and sent a sea of foam into the large room, but the two extinguishers didn't do much to stop the inferno inside. "We need water!" one of the men cried. "Now!" One of his teammates tore off down the outer corridor, frantically searching for a fire hose. One of the straggling civilians waved him over in the distance, pointing to a hose box he'd spotted on the wall. The man in uniform nodded his thanks and threw open the door, taking the long hose off of its hook. "You wait 30 seconds, he instructed the civilian. "Then open this bitch up full blast, you got it?" The man nodded sternly. "I'm on it." The military man threw the coil of hose over his arm, making sure that it would unravel as he ran, and tore off back towards the storeroom. He held the nozzle tightly at the ready, anticipating a strong flow and kickback. The hose tightened and straightened, and fired almost as hard as a gun when the stream hit. The man grunted as he kept it steady, the water immediately hissing as it began to douse the inside of the storeroom. Steam wafted out the open doorway, and he stepped closer to try to aim farther into the room. The smoke and soot soon overwhelmed him, and he dropped to one knee, coughing as he tried to keep the hose steady. A rough hand clamped down on his shoulder and pulled him back. Somebody took the hose and continued to spray the blaze while he gasped for air. "What in the good goddamn is going on here?" A stern voice snapped, and the man recognized it as Captain Hopkins, the military leader at the Cincinnati Stadium shelter. "Fire in the storeroom, sir," the man on the ground gasped. The captain paled when he realized that the black plumes were coming from the particular storeroom that had held 6 months of military rations, the supply that was supposed to last the 1,500 residents while they waited for the greenhouses to start producing food. "Fuck," Hopkins muttered, and motioned for a nearby civilian to come over to them. "You, get this man to the field hospital. It's outside of Section 213. The man nodded and looped the gasping soldier's arm over his broad shoulders.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?